What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
Oh, was doing a heavy air drum off scene.
Yeah.
Now you're bobbing my head.
Tried to cut it in time, didn't cut it in time.
Yeah, no, you didn't. Anyway, this is AJ. I am here with Joel and Freddie. His last name is spelled with a U, not an O, just so you guys know. I had the misfortune of being yelled at about it a few seconds ago. Stop yelling at me.
I just punched you.
Stop.
Yeah, Freddie doesn't yell. He just does the thing. He just...
Right. Just pimp hand is strong in Freddie's neighborhood.
I'm trying to say I'm a yeller. Don't insult me.
In this episode, we will be reviewing or catching up with Alien Earth, which is it's just killing it, in my opinion. We'll also be talking about Peacemaker, and I'm going to review The Long Walk, which I got to see finally after 40 years of anticipation. So with that, we're going to start off with the Peacemaker, which had episode 4 this week. Freddie, why don't you go ahead and lead us off with that?
So I haven't watched the newest episode just yet.
And Freddie is now fired from the PanelCast. All right. Wah, 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 wah.
So, AJ, you're up to episode 4?
Yeah, I'm up to episode 4 of Peacemaker. How about you, Joel?
I'm on 3, so I'm also fired.
You are also on 3. Great. So we'll review up to episode 3.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that did the homework.
I had other classes.
Great.
Yeah, the bus ride wasn't long enough.
You ain't got no class. What you talking about?
I didn't say it was good class.
Anyway, tell us what Peacemaker is, what it's about, and bring us up to date.
I was supposed to do that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, Peacemaker's about a blank screen. Has that joke been done before? So
Freddie can't be seen.
No. So I'm not good at remembering all the details, but Peacemaker, he was in the Suicide Squad.
Right? He's been around for a long time in the DC world, but he was that. Yeah.
I haven't really read a lot of the comics, so
don't worry.
Everything's about movies and TV shows.
We got to break Freddie in somehow, people. So I'm sorry for the painful torture that you must endure, but continue.
So supposedly, what was it? I had to rewatch or watch season 1 because I actually never watched the show till recently, and so far, like the first season,
come up, get closer to the camera. Let everybody see your pretty.
See you.
So pretty much, other than the movie, this is my first time actually learning about. So that's distracting.
AJ's voguing for you.
What was I saying? This is my first introduction to Peacemaker other than the movies. Didn't watch the comics, but so far the first season involved them finding, butterflies. And with the second season is involving them, what's it called? I guess you could say for the multiverse. At least in their version of the multiverse. Peacemaker, he ends up going through the same what's it called? Giant closet that
Joel.
Yeah.
You want to help him out here?
Yes, please.
So I don't want to make you have to go through all the actual specific moments. I think what I'll help you by saying is that everything used in the show ends up being a device for chaos, which is kind of what goes on.
You still got to bring them up to date about what this season is about.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you've got the duality of him having to play in 2 places for 2 very different people and very different versions of himself, and there's just so much.
So I'll go on then.
Sorry, I've never really been good at explaining things.
Peacemaker season 2 is about Peacemaker actually going into his multi-dimensional closet.
That's what it was.
in the closet, you discover that he has access to 99 different dimensions, and it's basically it's a boom tube.
Yeah.
And in these expanded multiverse of worlds that he goes into, that he has access to, he goes into a door where he discovers a version of himself, a world where everything goes his way, and where the opposite happens in our world, where everything always seems to give him the shit end of the stick. In this other universe, everything goes his way. His father's alive, his brother's alive. They all work together as a
They all get along. Yeah.
They save people's lives. They are all popular. They're rich. They're just amazing people, and everything is working in Peacemaker's way. So this season is how he's dealing with the dichotomy between the universe that he really wants to be in and the universe that the people he loves are in. And in the meantime, the government and Rick Flag's father is chasing down Peacemaker and trying to find out where he is.
Well, but he's been spying on him, every second of the way.
Right.
Because we know
season 2 is about. I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. It is very funny. It's very heartbreaking when he finds out that he has a family there that actually loves him, as opposed to what he grew up with a dead brother that he accidentally killed and a racist father.
Right.
That's the duality of it, and that's what makes it so good, is that it moves from very funny, seriously comedic moments to heavy realities that you're only going to get from fiction like this. And so, even though, like I said, I'm only up to episode 3, it's been continuing the beginning first season of craziness. And one of my favorite things is that in the beginning of it, too, this show is about a lot of different characters. As much as Peacemaker is obviously the focal point, he's obviously clearly the main focal point, characters really help form the story. So I'm glad that people are back.
Right.
And it's not just, oh, hey, she's there or he's there. They're part of that story.
It's not just a love triangle or love story anymore. There's still other stuff going on, too.
Yeah. Yeah, so I know once I catch up to where I'm supposed to be, my foretelling, using my mind powers, I see more of the same, which I'm hoping for.
You guys are missing out on some of the best action so far.
I'm sure. And we're going to get on it.
And a great fight scene and all kinds of other cool stuff. Other big revelations happen in this episode.
Okay, so that's what I should do as soon as I done here.
Right. Well, maybe go to the bathroom.
We'll see.
I don't know what your situation is. If you're like Joey, we must blow kisses out to our friend Joey.
Yeah.
In fact, why don't we give Joey 5 little Richards for what he has to go through right now. Hopefully, he's viewing this live with us.
Are we able to do 6? What's our capability?
No, we can only 5 is our cap.
Well, we could add the 5, the 4, the 3 all together. One after the other.
Not on one screen.
No, but one after the other.
5 is our cap. So, Joey, you get 5 little Richards because Joey's going in for a colonoscopy tomorrow. That's why he's not here tonight. He didn't want to have a boo-boo on camera.
He's going to love you for all of your honesty, AJ.
I hope so, because in our day and age, especially in our age, keeping secrets from one another is just silly.
Well, we're going to get to the point where like 100% of the people we hang out with have already had 1 or maybe 2 of them, maybe 3 at that point. So it's like if you're the one that's just all getting all freaked out about it, and you're like, come on, man, this isn't even.
Well, hopefully, right now Joey's catching up on those missing episodes.
Yeah.
That he didn't get to finish for his homework. Hopefully, he's doing that now. What did you do?
I don't know. I kicked something and something fell.
Can you look?
Did you kick the
you
6-foot mouse trap?
I'm gonna have to beat you.
No. Looks like it's a board.
Knocked open the trap door.
Yeah, that's a transformer.
Oh.
Ooh, it was like that when I got here. What you talking about?
Freddie's getting fired again.
Hey, Freddie,
And
we're
he's the
gonna need
soberest
all
one
that
on the
money we
show.
paid you in hourly pay back.
Hey, I got paid already.
All that money, yeah. Anyway, so I mean, as far as Peacemaker, AJ, even though you've seen more of me, more of it than me, are you feeling? Have they said how long they want to do this season? Are we looking at like a 10, 12 episode? Have they given any idea of what we're looking at?
I don't know how many episodes are in. I think maybe it's 8. I'm not sure. It'll be the same amount as last, I'm sure.
Okay.
But I like where they're leading us so far because the story is taking us, down all these different questions that Peacemaker's asking himself, as is Hardcourt, as is all the other characters in the show, because they're trying to figure out what's going on with what.
Yeah.
And what's showing in the other world, I think, I'm just going to throw out some conjecture here, some thoughts, is that I believe Peacemaker is the blue dragon in this world.
Mm.
And that since they're a trio, they're all racist.
Mm.
And that's why they have all this money. That's why they have this big mansion. That's why everyone in town is white. That's why everything is the way it is in this universe. I think it's all racist and it's all of the higher Reich type of organization.
Well, there's going to be something bad, because if there's one formula that we have figured out when they've been writing this show from the beginning, is that everything is like happy good stuff is like walking on grease on the floor. Like it's any second things go and just
that ball is gonna drop and it's gonna be like, woo! It's gonna be like a zoom out moment,
Yeah, but then they gotta let you, but then they do all these other things with you before they drop another one. Because anyway, like I said, it's been, I think the bar has been high this year. Out of years where there's been maybe not as much, I honestly, this year there's been a lot of work put in. I think people are fighting for our viewership. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the bar is higher, man. They realize, I think, that at the end of the day, maybe quality and just quality content will get more viewers, and they just want viewers. So our brains are getting more than we can ever watch.
Absolutely. And it's not just on the entertainment field.
Yeah.
We're getting on the political field too. So hopefully they need to put out as much more entertainment as we're getting politically, so that we can have something to wash our eyes and our ears out with.
Yeah. But it's
we need
basically
something to smile about at the end of the day.
Yeah, but basically what I'm saying is this year I think has been great for us, having some really good projects by some really good people, and Peacemaker is one of them. And I think they're going to close out this season by the end of the year. Maybe, I hope. So
it closed out before the end of the October.
Yeah, like you said, they may even just do that. So we're just going to enjoy this ride, and so far it's been great.
What have you enjoyed about it so far?
Me or Freddie?
You.
Me? Like I said, my favorite story is always going to be well put together characters. Everybody contributes their version of what they are. And
can you cite a specific time when this made you happy in the show?
I'm
putting you on the spot, Joel.
The gang gets back together and they're on the rooftop, and it just, everybody is just, they're a tight group, but they're awkward as F, and they can't, it's always a mess when they're together, but they're the crew. And so I just appreciate even the quote unquote villains, it's I know I should have had even better words, but basically the ensemble, it's an ensemble. It's an ensemble show that even the bad characters that are bad and you want bad things to happen to them are still entertaining, even for a short period of time. Everybody nails their acting. It doesn't matter what character, short bits, people have still, they're putting some good work into it. As far as we're not bored, I haven't been bored at all ever.
Not at all. It's been nonstop entertaining.
Yeah,
Even at lower parts, it feels like it's entertaining.
Yeah, and again, I think that's part of because it's an ensemble. There's all these different characters doing different things that they don't have a problem filling space. There's plenty of story to go around.
There's no
And I
wasted motion. There's never a dull moment. Like there's always something to pay attention to.
And the reason Peacemaker is so freaking entertaining is because of how he bounces off these other people, right? And so I hope that the crew, who's writing, directing, all the art direction, all the actors, I hope everybody is on for a good minute and works this project.
Speaking of a good working crew, let's go on to Alien Earth.
Oh yeah.
How we're enjoying that good working crew. Now, what episode are you on with that one?
I'm totally caught up. I know as far as every single episode that is out.
As am I.
I'm one behind. I got busy this week, so I couldn't watch really either of the show's new episodes. Again, I'm going to be watching it after all this, but from what I've seen so far, I have been enjoying the heck out of this show. At first, I thought it was just going to be the alien itself.
Yeah.
But seeing the other aliens that they have to deal with, oh man.
See how we should have organized this differently, where Joel brought us in on Peacemaker and Freddie introed us into Alien Earth. We got it mixed up.
Yeah.
Whatever, we're here now.
Right.
So,
tell us about Alien Earth, Freddie.
There's an alien on Earth. Okay. There was more than one. Let's see. So, Alien Earth involves. Let's see. How do I best describe it?
You better not.
There's
say
no longer
aliens.
a normal form of government.
Yeah.
In this world, or universe, it's 5 different corporations that now help control the world, and I think Earth is ran by what was the name of that corporation?
You got it. He's encouraging you.
Oh,
you can do it.
No, I can't. It's ran by one corporation, and that's where the aliens are going to be, sent at. But the different corporations are the ones that are doing a quote unquote scientific endeavor when it comes to the aliens. They're thinking it's going to be dead specimens or whatever. No, they all have, of course, live specimens, which is always a good thing in these shows.
You missed out the point about the spaceship crashing.
Yeah, there's a lot. It is hard to catch up on every single detail because they've taken you through a lot of things in a pretty short period of time.
You missed how the spaceship crashed.
Yeah, pretty much. The second corporation has the spaceship, and it crashes on Earth. So now you have 2 corporations fighting over the property. But of course, they have the aliens contained. You have the Earth corporation also trying. Wayland. Okay,
so remember, they're a combination of families, Wayland, Yutani, and they don't even really. They're a thing, but they also have a thing between them. So it's the double layer.
For Wayland, Yutani.
Yeah. And so it's kind of that's that extra layer of what you're getting from this. Which there's one formula I want to bring up, and then I'll shut up. The thing that they have maintained is that if you look back at everything that we know that's aliens, things get messed up real quick. And when they do. And they have been able to give us that. And even our comfort zones are already, you know what I mean? It's crashing down, which is what we want to see, because I think that's how it would go,
I enjoy the entire show. I love everything about it. I love that I'm finally able to be brought back into an alien universe on a weekly basis. And that is something I'm enjoying, and that it's fresh and it's new every week. Alien. And that's
And
what
it's,
I'm loving about it. Like,
and it's expanding.
Yes.
yes, and yes, it's cool that it's everything that's happening in it. But for me, I don't care. I'm just happy it's Alien, and then I'm getting something new every week. But on top of it, it helps that the storyline and all the stuff inside of it is really cool and really awesome and super foreshadowy.
Yes.
I mean, I have met some people that have had, issues with this and that, and not everyone I've talked to was loving it as much as me. Because
I've read reviews and I've seen people talking about it and the hatred of it and all that stuff. And I understand where they're coming from, but for me, again, I'm getting something Alien every week new on TV, and I love it.
Yeah.
So does it have its flaws? I'm sure it does, but
Oh,
I don't care enough to let it ruin the time I'm having while watching this.
I think
that's
that
the biggest problem. Oh. Go ahead, Joe.
Any kind of iconic kind of thing, like we've got Aliens, we've got different iconic stories that have become just such a big thing and a huge franchises over the years. It's like there's going to be the kind of the Star Wars effect anytime something new comes out or whatever. Some of the worst critics ever are the people that love it the hardest, right? Isn't it always the psycho fan that ends up, anyway.
They're always trying to look for something
Or the
wrong
stalker.
more than
I mean,
enjoying what's actually there.
So, I mean, at least the three of us so far, we can attest that it has been, I think, again, fresh to see some, like AJ said, it's fresh and new with things that we already love, but they're giving us something new. It's been a long time since we didn't know what to expect, right?
Right.
And I have not watched a lot of the newer Aliens and Predator movies, but this makes me want to continue to watch those and go through all the movies that I haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I'm enjoying all of it. I love that. I love the kids. I love their stupidity. Oh my god, their blatant innocence.
But that's the thing is that the worst the kids aren't doing, none of them are doing anything that you couldn't, like you said, see the innocence of a kid doing. They should have never been introduced. They should have. They had no business going to the crash site. They had no business doing anything. And really,
no business, but growing up, that's what they should have been doing during this time. Is still getting used to their bodies, getting used to what's going on in the world, and maybe maturing at some level. Like a couple of years, maybe getting some sort of training in there too, and some sort of education. And advancing themselves, but all this happens so fast, and it's just going on with what it is, and so we're left with dealing with their innocence and their childlike behaviors in these instances, which is what a lot of people are complaining about. They're tired of the stupidity of the kids.
They're kids.
They're kids, dude.
Well, forget the worst stupidity. The worst stupidity is by the greed and just pure nonsensical choices by,
the boy genius.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so you're watching.
He's a rich kid.
But it's been said before, that's the other formula of all Aliens things, is there's always some sort of line or connection to saying, hey, who's really the most jacked here? Is it the aliens or the humans?
Who's the real monster here?
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, every time it really is humans. And also at the end of all these movies, aliens die. And they're only just doing what they do. They're not. So it's a nice mirror. It's like when Voorhees shows up, it's because you're doing the naughty, right? It's the same kind of the same thing.
Except in this last episode where they changed the formula.
They changed. Right. I love it. There's, like you said, there's so much.
We can talk spoiler. It's cool.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. It's
I'm going to forget by the time end of this episode anyway.
Spoilers. They changed the formula in this episode because now we have Mama Bear, Wendy, that's communicating with the aliens and telling them what to do. Yeah. One of the best fight scenes I've seen. Tell me you didn't fucking geek out when she sent the alien after the Marines. Dude, that was the shit.
and they are more dangerous together than anything we've ever seen before, because we've never seen that. And like I said, you know, there's going to be haters that are like, oh, this is whatever about it. But you know what? We've never seen it. It's badass. And she got pushed to where she was. She's not just doing these things. You know, again, who's the villain?
She's not being a cruel creator.
No.
She's just being a pushed kid.
A pushed kid that's watching everything go bad around her and just not even knowing. Obviously, that the whole family dynamic now between the brother of a girl that's not even in her body anymore, and then people. I mean, just it's people in impossible situations too, where you're like, who do I shoot? Do I shoot?
And where do I get an island like that? That island's awesome.
Right.
You've got to be a filthy rich freaking boy,
non-shoe wearing hippie.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw certain spots, I'm like, yep, AJ's gonna hate this episode.
Yep, you know it.
Yeah. Well, and also too, they are not afraid to ixnay characters, so you better just kind of ride the wave, and you know.
I can't wait till the next episode when he puts my boy in Toodles. When he puts the T. ocularis in Toodles.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And it recited pi to him. That was awesome.
Well, they've built up. Yeah, they built up a lot to the point where the only thing that I'm having faith in is that they are building up so many questions and so many possibilities that they can do everything, but also like we know they may not be able to do it all. Like they're making a lot of connections. AJ, you were bringing up how many different components of space franchise are quietly brought in or going to be potentially brought in.
Well, you know what? Let's do ourselves a favor here real quick. Why don't we watch the trailer for the last episode?
Okay.
Feels good, doesn't it? Being more than human. We're food to them.
No, you're food to them.
We'll be okay, won't we? Won't we?
All this time, we've been afraid of them. But I think they should be afraid of us.
There you have it. I'm crazy excited.
I mean, all I thought about is that the last thing we said before you played that was how they were doing new things that we hadn't seen, and also the idea that there's different, you know, you've got different movies crossing over, potentially, you know, Blade Runner, you've got different stuff. But if she and her little pet fight a predator, I might cry. It could happen.
Okay, we've seen Elmira, right? Her and her crazy little pet animals and monsters.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting here. You don't piss off a little girl and her pet monster. We all know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like Goth 101. That's dating a Goth 101. Don't ask her about her dad and don't piss off her little monster.
No. And so, I mean, but we might get that. We don't know where she's going to go. We don't know if there's just a lot of opportunity and nothing's going to anybody's plans. Everything's off the rails.
I think you're wrong about that, though.
What?
I think Kirsch has a plan.
Who?
The synthetic, the white-haired synthetic.
Yeah, he's been way too calculated. He's
pimping around like he's got something going on.
Maybe he's part of the third corporation.
He's not by himself. Well, whatever he's a part of, he could be a part of Michael Bishop, because there's stories where Michael Bishop had multiple synthetics that looked identical, and they were blonde, and he kind of looks like the way they said in the book. So,
I don't know. I think you're pushing hard for this Bishop connection, but I'm here with you in faith, brother.
All I'm saying is it could happen or it could not happen, but either way, he's definitely up to something, and he's not by himself. And we just maybe haven't seen the connection yet, but again, the aliens are not who keep doing all of them in. It's all of these things that happen. Okay, minus the eye creature. That one was like, hey, this will be cool. Smack.
Right.
You know? But see, again, we have so much to see from that character. So while everybody's doing all this shit, like stuff, we can't miss out
on the show, man. I've been smoking weed the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, we've got so many creatures now, and so many things we haven't even seen yet. There's creatures that we're still wondering about, and
where's those plants at?
They were there. I know that.
They're not in this last episode.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. I am interested in that eye monster, though. That I want to know.
T-Oculus.
Yeah,
that's his name.
And obviously, the last thing we heard about was, that he was absolutely wanting to throw that creature into a human, and then he's like, "Hey, I know
he's gonna put him in Toodles, man." That's what I'm saying. He's gonna put him in Toodles.
Yeah, and but to actually see how that's all gonna go down. Oh
no! To see Wendy's reaction to her little brother with an alien eyeball stuck in its synthetic eye. That's what I want to see, because she's already going to kill everybody on the dock.
Depending on how ugly it gets, I mean, part of it might make you want to throw up, because because when you think what they've shown you, and they're building to what it's like when a human is, utilized. It's going to be pretty rough, but that's what we're in for, Next
week is going to show us exactly how their FX department really is.
Yeah,
how good they are, because they're going to have to show alien in the water, and we've seen previous aliens in water, and they didn't come off good. So to see if that alien's going to make it from the beach to the dock in time to save Wendy, he's going to have to get through the water. So we'll see how good their effects
if that thing comes flying out of the water into the light, where it's like bright and there's nothing to hide behind, then yeah, you're right. We're also going to see, if they do it right, it would be a marriage of practical and digital. A nice marriage between both, because I understand there's some things that they're going to try to give us that it's just impossible to do fully practical. But then there's a lot of things you can do with actual stuff. And again, the bar is high, right? So
bar is very high.
I think it'll look good, though. I think whatever is going to come, dude, that is a hot moment in the kitchen. That boat's the whole man. Yeah,
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm excited for next week.
I'm excited to get home and watch that episode, so I can be excited for next week as well.
I would wait till next week. Watch them both at the same time, because it'll be awesome.
Yeah,
it'll be like a little mini movie.
Yeah, serious. So, yeah, I mean, I hope everybody else is enjoying it. If you're not, still we're open. We would love to hear your comments.
We talk about it a lot on the show. It's just one of those things that we're totally enamored with right now, and we just can't get enough of. So we're going to come up here, and we'll be the Alien Earth review show until the show's over.
Yeah.
Until the season's over. And then we'll move on to our next obsession.
But even if we say comparing, Peacemaker and Alien Earth, like I put them neck and neck. They're just simply a different story. And they're both offering a multitude of characters, a multitude of goals, right? Obviously, there's Alien Earth isn't really rocking the comedy department, but that's fine. That's not what we're looking for.
I laugh my ass off regularly.
I mean,
I laugh at death, so
that's fair.
There is some, I don't know, but you know what I mean. It's still definitely, but I don't know. That's why I'm saying this year's been pretty good. Those are two examples of things we're both digging right now, and they're at the same time. And I don't know if you guys watch it, but I do try to catch Only Murders in the Building. It is something I enjoy. If you guys have any,
I have the first 3 episodes queued up and ready to watch. Haven't watched them yet, but I'm waiting.
But that's definitely comedy. It's a good time. So if you go into it wanting just to have a good time and have fun, then you'll have fun. Okay.
I did watch a movie this weekend.
What'd you watch?
I watched The Long Walk. Finally.
Oh, yes. So you're the only one out of the three of us that watched it.
Yes. Which I'm very disappointed by the way, but that's okay.
I would have loved to. I just couldn't do it, dude. There's just
No worries. Hey, it's I don't meet a lot of people that are as big of a fan of the book as I am.
Mhm.
I'm just a huge fan, and the Long Walk is it's a story about these 50 walkers, and it's set in the future. If you're a Stephen King fan, you know that it's set after Captain Trips, and Joel's trying very hard not to acknowledge his girlfriend walking in the room. Hey, good job. It's set after Captain Trips, and all that stuff goes on. So the world is an apocalypse, and they're trying to find ways to entertain themselves, while also build capital. The world is also being run by corporations and all that stuff as well. So think of the time period as being when The Running Man is taking place, because that's the world he was building this all around. So while people were watching other people die, corporations were getting rich off that. Really messed up game shows and stuff like that going on.
Yeah.
So that's what the Long Walk is. You got 50 kids that walk 3.1 mile an hour until they can't walk no more. And the last one walking is the winner, and he gets whatever he wishes for, an untold amount of riches. So you're not told until the first person fails to make the speed.
Gotcha.
And gets shot in his face. That the kids die on this march. The rules are simple. You walk for 3.1 miles an hour. It's you get 3. If you walk slower than that for 30 seconds, you get a warning. You get 3 warnings. You get shot and killed. If you 3 warnings, shot, killed. Blah, blah, blah. If you walk for an hour without getting another warning, you can walk a warning off. So if you walk for 3 hours, you can walk those 3 warnings off, and you start all over. And so,
my biggest question for you then, because you've experienced both the movie and the book and was a fan already, did you get what you would have wanted from cinematic version of that book?
absolutely, because the book is all about the relationships that these kids form with one another as they're walking to their death.
Yeah.
And the in-depth stories and relationships that they form, and you get to learn a lot about different fucked up stuff that goes on in between them, and in the world that's being built. They do the world building as they're walking through it, and it's very interesting in the way he weaves everything together.
Because they've only got so much time. What was it, like a 2.5 hour long movie, maybe?
This was a 90-minute movie.
Oh, that's not even that long.
The book was 100 people. The movie made it 50. And then they made all the stories really close and personal. And so all the deaths and all the losses were just as powerful as they were in the book.
But you've got to downsize it a little bit. You've got so much more time in a book.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't done in a way that it felt rushed. You still got those stories. It still felt as powerful as it did. And Mark Hamill killed it. He did a really good job in it.
Okay.
And what I thought was really cool to tie in all this stuff together, the secondary character was the kid that played the robot in Alien Romulus.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So I got to see him throughout the whole movie, playing a whole different role. But I was like, damn, I'm going to go home and watch Alien Earth tonight.
I love watching people and seeing them in other things, because then I think you find out who's a better actor or actress, because you've seen them one way and they give you something totally different. And I'm like, okay, well, now I need to watch this person. I need to see what they're doing.
And seeing him being in such a diminutive role on Alien Romulus, it was funny and different to see him as such a more masculine, outwardly going role in this movie. he's wearing a tank top. He's got his muscles out. He's all talking freely. At one point in time, he turns around, whips his dick out, pisses all over the place. You know what I mean? This is a totally different character than you see in Romulus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so the
Yeah.
dichotomy between the two characters and him portraying both of them was really good.
Because at the end of the day, every actor is also whatever we've seen on screen, still one more person because they're the regular
Right.
themselves. So
Almost a trichotomy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
But
Yeah.
this book impacted me so much because I did a lot of when I was in the Army, we used to do road marches. We would do 12 miles every Friday and 25 miles once a year.
okay,
And I had to carry a 300-pound rucksack, and we just walked all these miles. And I would always try to pace myself to go. In the book, it's 4 miles an hour. So I would pace myself to go 4 miles an hour and try to have conversations like they did in the book with my platoon mates and squad mates and teammates,
yeah,
Just trying to encourage that teamwork and the camaraderie and the whole same thing that I learned from reading this book. And even after I got out of the Army, or even going into the Army, every time I walked anywhere or did anything, I walked at that speed.
yeah,
I was like, I will get into the long walk. I will walk on. I will win this race. Like I was determined. Like it affected my life so much that I had infused it into me.
Literature ends up being bigger than itself because for whatever reason a person wrote a book, whoever, when the author wrote that book, they had their intention of what they were trying to do, but even they could not have realized that it would have become that much of a character component for another person. They couldn't control that.
Right.
As though I'm sure, because I mean, the book is what, 30 years, 40 years old?
Yeah, 35 years old. 80s.
Yeah. So there's probably a lot of people who were to some degree in different ways had their story too. So, all right, well, if you didn't sell it, then I don't know what else someone needs. I mean, maybe to pay them to see it, like, plus the cast did looked wicked.
There were a few changes from the book. They changed the ending. I'm not going to give that away.
Please
But,
don't.
there are subtle changes. Like I said, they go from 100 walkers to 50.
Yeah.
That's just because of the filming and the and the budget behind. Excuse me.
Yeah, I never read the book, so I didn't know anything about the movie or it. So,
But just the budgetary constraints and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just to make it flow better in the movie than it would have if they had done all those different stories that they had done in the book. So,
Well,
but I'm happy with what I got, and I cried enough times in the movie to make up for it. So,
you think they could do a part 2 and do another 50 people?
they better not.
It sounds
They
to me
will.
like the point of it would be lost, and I didn't even read it.
Here's what sucks. Like I said, this book came out early 80s, late 70s, right?
Mm.
And since then, it was the basis of which Battle Royale was made.
Yeah.
So you remember that graphic novel
Yes.
came out first, and then the movie was made based off that.
Yeah.
Now, what other famous movie franchise was based off of Battle Royale?
Oh,
Anybody?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Anybody? Has songbirds and snakes and a 12th district.
I can't remember the name, and I know it. So I'm taking
Hunger Games.
That one.
Hunger Games. Yeah.
We'll see how this generation only knows Hunger Games. So right now they're bitching that the movie is a copy of the Hunger Games.
Of course, it's not like the Hunger Games was a copy of anything.
So that's why if any negative reviews that are out there, that's what it's based off of, this generation not understanding that. And it's sad because it's heartbreaking.
AJ,
Read a
all
book.
truth will be known. All truth will be known.
One day we shall see. John gave us a like. Hello, John. Glad you're watching us.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I'm pretty close.
Um,
I'm actually pretty close to needing to be able to go eat some dinner. But
so am I. But we're done. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching
Yeah.
the show. Stay tuned soon. We got some great news coming, some really cool stuff that's happening for us. We will be at the SoCal Joe show.
Can't
Joe
wait for
wants to
that.
give us a little bit of information on that.
So SoCal Joe Show, it's going to be in Temecula. It is going to be a fabulous event. To me, I always have a good time. There's the vendors are great people. We get some folks in there that are kind of diehards for G.I. Joe and Star Wars and so many other things. I think it's a fun event. I'm always happy to meet people. Have a booth. AJ and Freddie, you guys are going to be rocking an additional booth next to me. We're going to be having. There's going to be a lot of friends there. It's a good event.
Yeah, December 7th at Temecula.
Yep.
Temecula. What was the hotel?
It is it's the Marriott.
Sure, let's go with that. We'll have more information as we get closer to the date, so that way
Yeah.
you can save it for yourself. But just save December 7th, 2025.
It's at the same place that it's been for at least the last 4 or 5 years.
Right.
So
Keep an eye on Forbidden Panel, and we'll have all the flyers and all that stuff coming up as we get closer.
Yeah.
We have a lot more things coming up as far as events go, and a lot of great art and stuff coming too. So please keep continuing to tune us in and share us. Please like, share, subscribe. We need those hit counts. We really, really do. I appreciate all of you for watching us and following us for as long as you have. Please continue to do so. And tell your friends, because, what else have you got to do?
We appreciate everyone. Everyone.
All right, everybody. I want to say thank you again. Thanks, Joel, for joining us. Thanks,
Absolutely.
this guy, for joining me. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Peace, Joey.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Good luck tomorrow, Joey.